Hey guys, it's Davis.
And Zach. Kind of whack.
Yay, we're back. We didn't actually miss a week this week. Let's go.
Whoa, it's a Saturday at 8:46 p.m.
Damn. We get things done for you kids. We got to start making a schedule though. For reasons
Schedules.
that you'll know soon. We probably should have a day in which we do this. I mean, school's almost over,
but...
so like soon it won't matter. But like, it still probably will because I may get a job. Who knows? Anyway, I'm fully vaccinated now, and I felt nothing but remorse.
Yeah.
Nope, just kidding.
Because you're weak. Real men feel pain and suffering.
It actually like really hurt going in.
Oh, it really?
Yeah, like this one hurt a lot. They must have hit something. They must have hit something or something. And yeah, that one, it didn't hurt like a ton. Like it wasn't the worst shot I've ever had, but like definitely stung.
Oh, second time it was still like nothing.
Yeah, but it's totally random. Like sometimes you hit something, sometimes you don't. Because sometimes like you can hit a nerve or the needle is just massive.
But it's not.
It's not. So it must have just hit something. Oh my gosh. I had one. I might have talked about this on the podcast before, but I had one vaccine one time. I don't know how big the needle was, but it was the worst vaccine I've ever had. It hurt so bad and it was instantly sore. Like,
do you know which one it was?
Not later.
Like vaccine wise?
It was one of the ones I had to have recently. Like this year. I don't know what it was, but I don't know. But it was really bad. I was like, cry.
Yeah, because I remember tetanus being like...
Is tetanus bad?
No, the tetanus shot. I'm not getting tetanus.
No, I know. That's what I meant.
Oh,
I know tetanus is bad. It's just...
obviously. But the tetanus shot, oh my God, it was like... Because I drove there, because my mom was like, hey, you're due for like stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll go do it. And then they gave me the tetanus shot in my left arm. Like my arm felt like it was seizing up almost in terms of like everything started tightening in my arm. So driving home on very twisty, turny, small country roads was fun.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out your volume level for editing.
My volume level is perfectly fine.
Okay.
I'll have you know that I talk the perfect loud.
Anyway, today I'm unveiling this new product that I'm just repping Carolina today. That wasn't on purpose, actually. But I got this from my mom for my birthday. It's 32 ounces. So, like, I finally have a chonker water bottle, which is good because I drink a lot of water in a day.
Oh my God, the amount of times he's like, hold on, I need to go get some water. It's like, bruh.
Yeah. Well, some people need to sing, and it takes a lot of water.
Who needs water when you have caffeinated beverages that will totally destroy you?
That will make you more dehydrated. Anyway.
Okay, drink break. Cool.
Today is movie day.
Movie madness part 2.
Yep. We said we were going to do it like a long while ago, and then it didn't happen.
Ago.
So here we go. We're back. We're making this a monthly thing. We can actually hold to it this time because
that's true.
Neither of us are going to be getting sick. Hopefully, we'll let you know in advance next time.
I don't think that's how getting sick works, bro.
I know, but like if we have like vacations or whatever.
Oh, if we have gaps, yeah. Okay.
Right. We're going to be like, all right, next week, not going to upload because we're going to be busy. But, next week might be a little different. We might be changing it up. Who knows? I'm not going to promise anything because knowing our parents, like, and us, Like,
Dude,
who
the amount of
knows?
times I've been like, "Hey, bro, I'm good," and it's like, yeah, no.
So we're not gonna promise anything, but the format might be a little different next week. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Okay. So are you gonna do the generator? Did you even pull it up beforehand, or are we gonna have to sit here
You know,
while you pull it up?
we
Like,
talked about this last time,
d-
and
what?
he was like, "Hey, why don't you pull it up in advance next time so we're saving time?" And I'm like, "You know what, Davis? Maybe you should just
We were
stop being so
talking. We literally
lame,
talked for 5 minutes, 5.5
and why
minutes,
don't
and
you
you
just
could have.
cut? It's easy.
No, I
It's
don't want to do more
easy.
work later.
That's not my problem."
Oh my god. Guys, guys. Here's a quick plug while he's pulling that up. Go check out Walker and My Single on Spotify and other streaming platforms. It's like everywhere now. I got an email and they were like, it's now on here. And then they're going to send another. It's on Apple Music. It's on Apple Music. Where else are places? It's on Amazon Music. I don't know. I only use Spotify, so I don't. It's on SoundCloud, I think.
Yo, you're a SoundCloud rapper,
It's
bro?
on the if you go on Instagram and you do a story thing, you can type it in and you'll find it. Manipulate Davison Walker. It's crazy.
Insane.
Did you get
I
it?
did. I was waiting for you to finish your very
Okay.
subtle plug.
Very subtle. We might be releasing more, so click that follow button. Anyway, we're planning on it in the next week. So
we got dark comedy.
oh, that'll be interesting for our personality types. So what should the main plot be? In a dark comedy. I haven't seen a ton of dark comedies. I've mostly seen just this is a comedy and we're gonna be stupid.
Yeah. There should be like a really big juxtaposition, right? So like the
Okay.
setting does not match the theme or whatever.
Okay, we're back now.
It should be like a private school parent teacher association.
Okay. Wait, what?
That's the setting, right?
Okay,
PTA
okay.
meeting.
Okay.
They're sitting down, they're talking about because it's like, of course, a middle school PTA meeting.
Oh,
None of
middle
that high
school.
school or elementary school crap.
We're
You
not in
know.
high school.
Imagine being that old.
Ugh.
No.
Are we gonna be in this one
Um.
or are we just directing it?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. What do you
We
think?
haven't made the story yet, so we don't know.
We don't
Last
know.
time we were each other, which was great.
It's a mistake.
I don't know how that would have actually turned out in a real movie, but
It wouldn't have, but okay.
okay. So the main character are they the adult in this situation or are they going to be a child? Like a middle schooler or their parent?
See, it's a middle schooler who plot twist has a rare syndrome that makes them look like an adult.
What? Is this
So
just big
they
now?
are pretending to be their own parent. It's like, every full moon they become an adult and then
That's great.
they go to the PTA meeting. It's on the night of the PTA meeting that they transform.
They look exactly like their mom or dad. We don't know gender yet.
Oh no, because they died long ago, but they've been covering as their own parent.
Oh, they have to schedule every PTA PTA meeting at a full moon time and at night. That's
Yeah, all the other
interesting.
parents are like, why are we having our PTA meeting on February 2nd,
A
midnight?
Saturday,
Why?
like
Saturday.
on
Why?
at 8 o'clock. Why is this happening? And then the guy
It just
strolls
don't
in
make
and he's
sense.
like, I don't know.
Yes, I am Mr. Jensen. Um,
No.
hmm.
Let's do we want to make it a male character?
Hi, Mr. Jensen.
No, that's not what I meant.
I mean,
I
your
meant like,
call,
what do you
man.
think we should do? Like, do we think we should make it like a man so that they can be hecka stupid? Because I think that could work. Because like I
We are
feel
known for
like
being dumb.
yeah. We are known for being stupid, and rightfully so.
Oh,
Rightfully so.
absolutely.
Um, so I feel like that could work.
Oh yeah. Okay. How's you do the voice for this guy?
Okay. He's gonna walk in. He's gonna be like, "Hey guys, it's me." But he still has the voice of a sixth grader, so he's trying really
So it's
hard.
a sixth grader doing an impersonation
Right.
as an
So he's
adult
like,
in an
"Hey
adult's
guys,
body.
it's me, Mr. Jensen, definitely." And they're like, "Hello, what's wrong with your voice?" It's like, "I have a cold." And they're like, "I feel like you always have a cold when you come to these things." It's like it's just bad timing. This is pre-COVID, obviously.
Pre-COVID, yes.
Pre-COVID.
In a world, let's say the setting is normalized, regular modern times. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just
So
for
it could be
simplicity's
set in
sake.
like 2016, but actually we
Yeah,
don't
something like
know.
that.
We don't
It's
know.
like this looks about nowish. You know,
Ish.
one of those movies they never say, but you always assume it's like,
It's like Donald
I
Trump might be
guess,
in power. Who
or
knows?
not.
Who knows? In
Mickey Mouse
power?
could have
Is that the
gotten
right
elected.
word?
This is a parallel universe where Mickey Mouse got elected.
Who?
It
Yep,
happened.
it's true. We can.
Kylo Ren was a close second, though. I'll tell you.
Yeah, we can. This is a comedy, right? So we can just say whatever we
Dark
want.
comedy. Yeah.
And it goes, cause they could just they could just slide that in.
Oh
And
yeah. It's just like, yeah, why not? And that's actually part of the actual plot, if you think about it. You see, there was a really bad campaign because you see, this kid was Kylo Ren's son,
oh,
and it was the 2016 election.
but you said his parents were dead.
Yeah, exactly. Kylo Ren was running strong, and he was a close second because he got murdered by the Mickey Mouse campaign.
Man, Mickey Mouse be
So,
shady, but I guess that's already true.
I mean, have you seen his ears?
What does that have
Uh,
to do with him being shady?
your ears aren't that big unless you've got a Pinocchio ear type situation going on, okay?
I feel
The more
I
you
feel
lie, the
attacked.
bigger your ears grow.
I don't actually have that big of ears, but like I feel attacked. Okay. So but
Okay,
how is this gonna be a comedy though?
so you see, the PTA meeting, they're the heads of this, really well, they're not the heads because it's the Parent Teacher Association, but it's of the Mickey Mouse Foundation private school. You see, it's a
Wow.
school designed to like train kids and mice hand in hand that they're going to become like officials and political figures.
Okay, interesting. So
So
this
each child has a mouse partner that they team up with.
oh.
And the thing is though, at the end of like the middle school section, only one of them can live.
Oh? This is like an anime now. I just feel like I've heard that a lot. Okay, interesting. So only one of the two can live.
Only one of the two. But the thing is, John Jensen, his
That's
partner
a
dies.
very white
Wait,
name.
no. It is.
John Jensen.
It needs to be stereotypical.
Double J.
John
That's what they call him.
Jensen.
They call him Double J.
Double J. Well, that's what it is. To make it even more cliche, he's partnered up with Mickey Mouse's child.
My question
You
is
know,
why Kylo Ren's last name is now Jensen.
we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to address that. It just is now.
But nobody knows that he's Kylo Ren's son. How does he get the
No,
money
it's
to
a
go to a
secret.
private school?
You see, he had a lot of space money left over from the campaign because he's like, give me your space money and then I'll build space highways.
Wait, where is this set? What the frick?
Modern day U.S. 2016.
Space highways? What?
It was a real not a lot of people knew what that meant, but they're like,
so we're partnering with Disney
highways
to make a live action movie where where the characters in Disney are real, all characters.
Yep.
But they live normal lives and they're not super powered, or they are super powered.
They're, I don't know, canon correct, so to speak.
So you're saying Kylo Ren, but Kylo Ren died in the movie too.
Not in 2016.
Kylo Ren wasn't around in 2016.
Yeah, he was.
No, that came out in 2017. I'll prove it.
But that meant he's still alive.
Technically, yes. But no one had thought of it. You know what? I'm not going to question your logic. Okay. So they're partners, right?
Yeah.
I still don't understand how this is a comedy. And I'm horrible at writing comedies.
Yeah, this is not going to go great, but we're going to push through.
No, it's not. So, because I'm not funny. But anyway.
Yeah, no. Funny is not a thing we do.
No. If that were the case, we might have more views. But that also might be because it's an hour long and nobody wants to sit through that. So
that is true.
People on the podcast, on the Spotify side, they understand because it's Spotify and other places. It's it's a podcast.
Anyway, though,
that makes sense.
So yeah, they have to partner up. And how do we get a comedy element in here?
I know. I'm trying to think of it. It turns out that every character has their own flaw. And Kylo Ren's son's flaw. Oh, John Jensen.
Yeah.
Right?
John Jensen.
His flaw is that his pants fall down all the time just 'cause.
Okay, a classic,
I don't know. Hey, man, tell me something different.
So, you see, that's how they get the explanation.
Even while sitting down, sometimes it's just woo!
He has so many midichlorians that it just, shoots them off of him.
It's woo! And then they're just on the other side of the room.
They're just gone,
Hey, man, can you, put those back on? We don't want to see your hoo-ha.
It's he's already registered as an offender. He's 10.
Not even on purpose, though.
Nah, I mean, it's just it happens.
It's just not his fault. Wait, it is a dark comedy, so there are gonna be some adult elements in here. We're not right? As in sex offender is not something you would say in a kids movie.
True. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard of a kids movie. When was the last time you saw a
PG movie and they were yeah, that guy, he's a sex offender.
Let alone a child being one who's also an adult.
Which is the dark
on a full
element.
moon.
Because it's then the Mickey Mouse's son, who, what is his quirk? We could call it.
Well, what's his name, first of all?
Dickie Mouse.
Okay, we're gonna stand by that. So
we
Dickie Mouse's flaw.
Wait, no, it has to start with an M though, because we got Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse, and
he should just be because even though he's a mouse, he should be a real butch guy. Let's call him Mo Mouse.
Mo Mouse.
He's just pumping out bicep curls while he does whatever he needs to do.
But the problem is he's easily embarrassed.
Yep.
He sees another human, another rat. He doesn't care about humans. He looks down upon humans.
Oh yeah, they're lower class species. He's just
they're a lesser
mouse.
species. But he whenever another mouse sees him, he's oh gosh.
He blushes. He hides.
Yeah. Especially no, you know what? He's bisexual, so both sides make him embarrassed. He doesn't want either side to see him. We'll bring some diversity.
Any mouse, no matter who, what, when, where. It's just and he he faints. That's what happens.
Wow, that's a lot of fainting. What if his teachers? No, it's just the people that are around his age within
Well, no,
5
you
years.
see, he walks around with special glasses
I was thinking
to
within
help him be
5
less
years,
embarrassed.
but okay. My thing is like, my problem with that is like, anytime he sees one, that's a lot of the
Exactly.
time. What about his parents? His parents aren't
Well,
they don't
that's
count.
weird, but
They don't count.
no, he walks around with like these special type of glasses that make every mouse look like a human. That don't ask me the science because we don't know.
It's magic.
But
Because we've already
exactly.
established that if Star Wars is here, that means that there has to be another magic somewhere. Tinkerbell, she exists.
Yep. You see,
Fairy
it's actually
godmother.
Tinkerbell's special glasses.
Ah,
You know, she
right.
runs a nice lens shop. You know,
Yeah. That means, but like, since we're only partnering with Disney, we're like cut off from Warner Brothers and other places. So
yeah.
like Harry Potter, that's a no.
No,
Shrek,
no.
oof, no.
No Shrek
Sadly,
cameo?
I know, but you
Bruh.
decided Disney at the beginning, and they're like kind of rivals. So
We got Marvel though.
that's true. My thing is like we learn that the that let me think about this. Let me think this through.
Yeah.
That the US and that the all of North America is not US. It's not like US, Mexico, Canada. It's split into different factions.
Oh boy, okay.
Okay, and they're like each their individual like franchises so that, it doesn't overlap as much.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Wait, so like the US is like the OG like Disney type deal, right?
So
So like
then
Mickey,
Mexico is like
it's Tatooine, it's Star Wars, you know?
sure. Yeah.
Because why not?
Mexico is all of Star Wars. Dope.
Canada's Marvel
Canada
because,
is
I
Marvel,
don't know.
sure.
Ryan Reynolds is from Canada.
Sure, that's good enough. And what we learn is that in the presidency, they live in the castle at Disney World, but
Wait.
in Washington D.C.
But how does that work for the other factions?
I don't know. They all have rulers.
Is it just like one large Disney conglomerate that is the North American continent?
Right,
And then
but it's split
Disney
up.
World is the capital, right?
Right, but it's split up. But Disney World in this world is actually in Washington, D.C.
Okay. And it's like
the
a big
main character
Yeah.
lives in where Virginia would be, near Washington, D.C. They're really close to the capital. We're going to have to tie this around to a dark comedy eventually.
event. How? I don't know.
I don't know. So I
So
don't
they're partnered up. They're going through the things, you know.
the trials.
They have to like I don't know, solve social problems. It's
Right.
like, okay, now
If
you
your
feed
pants
this
come
mouse.
off,
Wow, that's
then
very specific.
what do you
Okay, if your pants come
do?
off while you're feeding
a cat.
a cat. Yeah, it's it's like
No,
the
but,
old traditional
they'll go
pants off
through
and
a
cat.
montage. They'll go through like a montage of things, and the ones that are shown are just the most ridiculous ones.
Oh yeah. So they have to like feed cats for some reason. There was an event where they had to do like real life portraits,
Yeah,
you know.
and they had to paint each other,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
neither of them are good at it.
Oh no.
Like when it's shown, the camera like circles around to show both. When it shows John's, John Jensen's, I guess,
John Jensen. Yeah.
Double J,
JJ. Oh yeah.
yeah. But his code name is Double J.
J.
Double J. So dumb. When it's shown, it's just like a head with Mickey Mouse ears, massive muscles and like tiny legs.
So it's like a mouse stick figure
Yeah, but with huge muscles.
with rippling.
Yeah, they're just
Okay.
horrible at it.
Yeah,
Somehow
and
this is
then
teaching them.
Mo,
And like
like
the whole time over it is like hype music, like Rocky style,
oh
like
yeah, rolling
training.
in the deep, yeah.
When in reality, I mean, some of them are training, but then others are just ridiculous and make no sense. Why do you need to learn to paint each other as a soldier? No idea.
Well, they're trying to become political figures, so they have to
Oh,
have a wide variety of skills,
right.
that they might need to demonstrate and show at a
There's
given
a kissing
notice.
baby room.
Yeah, you have to like pucker your lips just enough. You have to choose the right type of mint. If you choose the wrong type of mint, you lose points.
Right. I don't know if they can hear, but like dogs are barking. I know you can't. Dogs are
I can
barking.
hear barely.
So I apologize if you can hear that. I don't have a perfect recording placement. It's
I mean, none of us do.
um this has fallen apart.
So yeah, like you lose points if you choose the wrong cologne, the wrong mint. And it's just like they have a way to gauge like by the mother's okayness with how you're kissing their baby.
Right.
If they're
Kind of
like,
like the
maybe
Scream
don't.
Factory or like the Scream rooms from Monsters University,
Right, it's like
but
that.
with baby approval
Yeah,
or
there's a
mother
photo
approval.
op like
It's like
training course. Yeah, you gotta pick the right power pose. Successful but not intimidating.
right. And
Um,
the whole movie is live action, right? So the
yeah, live
mouse
action.
is actually going to be a guy in a buff suit that looks like a mouse.
Like
The only
OG
part that's
Godzilla.
CG, the only part that's CG is his head, so that it looks like he's talking. The rest of
Right,
it,
right, right.
not CG.
Oh yeah.
Right? This will get
So it's
greenlit. This will
it's gonna
get
be like the
greenlit.
classic Power Rangers, like the original ones where it's just like big guys in costumes.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome. Or like, the old version of like King Kong and Godzilla, where they're just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
people in suits, but at this time the heads will be able to actually like
CG.
move. Yeah,
And it's like that high quality Lion King CG.
yeah.
Lion King.
I haven't seen the new Lion King.
Pretty good.
Is it? I
It is
heard
pretty
it
good.
wasn't. So didn't they take all the musical aspects out of it?
Oh.
No, they didn't.
No, they had all the musical numbers.
Good, good. I need to see
Yeah,
it then.
it's pretty good.
I know they did that to Mulan, and I was like, why?
I was not a huge fan
That
of
was like
the
the
Mulan
best
movie.
part of Mulan was like
Yeah,
the
dude,
musical
you
numbers.
gotta defeat the Huns.
To defeat the hunt. We're gonna get
The
demonetized.
Huns. Not for 2 seconds of it. Okay, moving on.
We aren't monetized, Zach.
I kind of realize that now, but we're gonna keep talking.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay. So now that that'll be to introduce the characters, right? Or no, the introduction of the characters will be the whole like the meeting originally.
Yeah, so like
And
the scene starts on like a PTA meeting, and he walks in,
mm-hmm,
and then it reveals after
with
the
his
fact that
high
he's still a
pitched
kid.
trying to be low pitched voice.
Yeah, it's like, "Hi, I'm Mr. Jensen."
Hi, I'm
I
Mr.
can't do it.
Jensen.
That's the one.
And today we're going to be talking about something. What should they be talking about?
I think they need to be talking about the international cheese crisis.
Sure. No, they're talking about things that pertain to the school though.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. The schools, like
Running
half
out
of
of
the
cheese?
population is mice. Yeah.
Oh,
So
I
the
see.
shortage, the international shortage is causing problems for the school because it's a wealthy school, but the amount of money you got don't do much
Sure.
if you can't get the cheese,
Mhm. But
and it brings a whole
in the
nother meeting
middle
to
of the
cheddar.
speech, his pants are going to fly off.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be like, sorry, let me just put those back on. It's kind of a problem that I have. You know, I'm not a
Because like
kid
everybody
though.
has their flaw,
Right. Everybody has
so
their
it's
flaw.
like they're like, oh, okay, I guess that's a weird flaw, but whatever. But they're gonna remember that, and then towards like the middle end of the movie, tension will build because it'll happen to him when he's in kid form,
Oh, but
and then
it's gonna
someone will
happen through the
recognize.
montage though.
Oh yeah, but not any of the members of the PTA are usually around. But
The
like,
final bit of the thing is them doing their like graduation test.
right, right.
Right. That's gonna be like the end of the movie. And I don't know how we'll make that comedic, but you know,
It's a dark comedy, so I don't know.
there's like
This does
people.
not fit the bill of a dark
No, it
comedy so
doesn't. I
far.
don't know what dark comedies are, so like it's hard. Because I've seen
Yeah,
like
it's usually just sarcastic and grim.
um this is what we call the kind of whack dark comedy, where it's
Uh-huh.
basically just a comedy mixed with an adventure story, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know, dude. That's kind of what it is.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
However, here we go. Here's
However,
where it gets dark because the president
Mickey Mouse.
dies.
Yeah. Mickey Mouse dies? Okay.
Right. And so they have to arrest the guy,
John
John
Johnson, yeah.
Johnson, because at the same time as the president dying, they find out that he's the same person and he's been posing
Right.
as his father this entire time.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They identify him through his flaw. And
Mm-hmm.
then, he gets sent to prison, but then Mo comes in and it's like, he didn't do it.
Exactly like that, and there's just a pause, and everybody's just like, "Did he just say words?"
Oh yeah, because that's the thing. Mo doesn't talk, like ever.
And
He's too shy.
right. So when he actually cares, it's like, oh, this is just turning into a
God.
Disney movie. So much
It
for
is
genre. Kick genre out of here.
just
Whatever. We
yeah.
don't need that. Um, it turns into a touching story at the end because Mo proves his innocence.
But then immediately following, they have the graduation test.
Right.
And that makes it all the worse because Mo proved that they had a strong bond. But then,
Mo falls terminally ill with stage 4 cancer.
no, no, that
Your
John
face.
John wins and he gives Mo stage 4 cancer.
Oh. Wow, that was
You
timely.
know,
But
he
then they
just like
kiss and it goes away. I don't know, dude. Oh.
oh yeah,
Oh
so they
man.
beat the system. They both survive.
Because it's a
And then
Disney
they go
movie.
on. Oh yeah, it's a Disney movie. They have to both live. And then they go on to become the first co-presidents
Right.
because they're
Yeah,
the
like
most
skips
successful,
it
obviously.
skips 10 years into the future. Or
10
not 10
years?
years. They're like 20.
You're not
They're 21. We're in middle school. I forgot that they're in middle school. That's so young. You picked such a weird age. Okay, um 20 years, 30 years into the future.
30 years.
And
30
they've
years.
been
Yeah.
business partners in their political, so like not business partners but like political partners.
Right, right,
They've
right.
been running together everywhere. First dual Senate, first I don't know if they have a Senate, whatever.
We're
But
gonna assume that it's the same mode of governmental system that we're used to, just for simplicity.
I want
Yeah, they're
this to have some this is going to be a comedy. It's just not a dark comedy, and that's I think
pose.
where the flaw is. in that it's comedy and that stupid stuff just happens. Kind of like Deadpool.
This is true.
Kind of like Deadpool. I haven't seen it, but a lot of people say that it's
I
funny.
would classify it as actually a dark comedy.
You would?
I mean, it's pretty grim.
That's fair. I haven't seen it. I don't know.
I mean, a lot of the comedy is based around, people dying in funny ways. So I'd classify that as that.
But like, it's Disney, so it has to be PG-13. That's the problem with you picking Disney at the beginning.
Well, no, Deadpool is Marvel, and that's still.
But not, I guess
Disney.
so, but it's not the same. I don't know. There could be like factual racism, I guess.
Oh, so the people from the different factions, they just absolutely hate each other.
Yeah. I guess it's not racism.
That's just.
Like factism.
Wait,
Nativism?
No,
There's got to be a word for that. But like they hate each other, but I don't know. No, I don't think they hate each other. It's just that they make fun of each other.
Okay.
It's like, oh, you're a son of a superhero. I bet you'll never be that cool. I'm so bad at these.
Oh no, bro. No, I got you. It's like you're Hawkeye's son, aren't you?
Oh. Oof. Doesn't he have a show now?
No.
Oh no, that's who is it now? Who is that? Falcon.
Falcon and
Yep.
No.
That shows how
Hawkeye,
bad
he's
at
just-
names I am. Oh man, you're thinking of the Archer guy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is useless. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really bad with names, guys. If it wasn't
Oh my
obvious
God.
before.
It's terrible.
Hey, can you prove one time in which it's like been that bad?
I've mentioned multiple like people we know, and then you're like, who? I'm like, the person that looks like this, and then you're like, oh.
I'm not good with names. I'm good with faces.
Then remember their faces with their names.
I just said I wasn't good at. Anyway, we need to.
I don't know how we end this.
I don't know how we end this either. We still have 12 minutes, so like, here's the thing. We haven't like fleshed out the middle like at all.
Yeah, there is no middle to this movie.
It's just kind of like beginning, training montage, which we don't know where that's gonna go. In the end of the movie, which turns out to be a gay love story, which is great. Between a mouse and a human, that's not as great.
We're not going to cover that.
Not
That's
gonna
fine.
think about it though, because it's Disney and they will do anything to make
I
money.
mean, Ratatouille. Wait, no, not Ratatouille. wait,
the
no.
B movie? That's not
Disney.
Disney.
I was like, the B movie was weird. No, that's not Disney.
But they'll still probably go for
Despero.
I haven't seen that movie.
It's like the same, but it's with the mouse falling in love with a princess.
Interesting. It's like Sonic from Sonic 06, where they kissed in the game. That was a weird scene. Then people made jokes that she got rabies. That was funny.
Okay, Dave.
Do you not know about the scene from Sonic 06?
No,
It's
I
so
don't.
iconic because people were like, why was this put in here?
Can see that.
It was so... Sonic 06 was broken and dumb. That's why we love it. Because it's
Okay.
just like this movie.
That is true. This is not a good movie by
This
any
is
stretch
not a
of the
good
It's not
movie.
really funny, and it's not
trying
it's
real
just
hard.
weird.
That's the problem. We are bad at comedies.
That is
The
that is
other
true. We need to
one-
do different plots.
That's okay though.
Yeah, the other one was
next
okay.
month we'll
yeah.
get a better genre.
Yeah,
I hope.
yeah. We better get one better.
Anyway, let's flesh out this movie. Let's finish this movie.
Okay.
Okay.
So in the middle, is it after or before the training montage?
We'll say we haven't gotten to the training. We've gotten from PTA to training montage with nothing in between.
So, okay.
So after the meeting happens, his pants fall off, right?
Yeah. He
Right?
explains that
He
that's his flaw.
explains that's his flaw. And they're like, okay, that's fine. Cause like throughout just a few things, we've already seen some flaws happen. Like excess tripping. Like
Excess
people were
stripping is a
coming
really
in
common one.
and there was just like people falling over a lot. And they were
This
like,
one guy literally just like punches whoever's sitting to his left. You know,
That's
he
what
sits on the
happens.
edge.
That's what happens. It's like his pants fall off, and he's like, "I'm sorry, that's my flaw." And then you just see, BAM! and
And it's
just
not a
like,
light punch. You know,
no, it's full force. And he's like, "I'm sorry, that's my flaw." And it's
Sure,
like,
everybody
"Oh,
just sit
okay."
to the right of me. I'll sit on the left side of the room.
BAM! Punch in the face, and then he's just like, and then okay, after that, after he
the
talks
PTA
about
meeting.
that, he goes home. And he goes to sleep, and in the morning, because we're not introduced to the character as a child.
Yeah,
We're
we
introduced to
don't
him as
know
an
that he's a
adult.
kid. It's just like, oh, it's John
And when he wakes up the
Jensen.
next morning, John Jensen, that's when like monologue starts.
Oh, it's like the self-narrating monologue where it's like, "Hi, my name's John Jensen. I'm
It's
10 years old." You know, like one of
this is
those
Spy
type
Kids
deal.
now.
Oh God,
I'm
that's
just
about the right
starting
age.
6th grade,
I'm
and
starting 6th grade today.
I'm going to this school that kind of sucks booty hole because while it's expensive, it also is full of mice, and I hate mice, and there's like a rivalry there.
Oh yeah, so like the middle part of the movie is him learning to overcome his irrational hatred of mice.
Yeah, and his irrational hatred of all humans.
Exactly.
Right.
Well, it's not really a
Because
hatred. He just views them as
he views
not
them as
equal.
lower than him.
Yes.
Because of
I mean, he's a chiseled Chad of mice, so
the great
the Great
Mouse
Wall of
Wars.
Mice.
Nope. I was gonna no. I was gonna say the Great Mouse Wars of 1874.
Mm.
No, 1937. There you go. Where all creatures fought against the mouse army because they were
They
oppressing,
multiply quickly, so there's just a lot of them.
right, and they were oppressing every other race because they were ruling over them. It was like a
Mouse
dictatorship. So after they take back over, what? This is
You're
so
just
dumb.
like making World War II with the mice being Nazis, and I'm just imagining like this mouse with the little
But
stupid
it's just in
mustache,
North America. I
and
was
he's
gonna
just
say,
sitting there, and he's got the squeakiest voice, and he's just shouting.
I was just thinking that it was in the North America by itself, not the entire world. But okay. What if each continent is a different franchise or like studio?
Oh boy.
So they just like casually like talk about DreamWorks as like its own thing. It's like a South America or something. I don't know.
hmm
Like they're very close, but they're not the same.
Where's Pixar then?
Pixar is Disney.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right.
Then maybe it should be Eurasia, but we can't go back now.
Can't go back. It's too late.
Can't go
This
back
already
now.
has too many holes in it.
You can't go back. It's like maybe Pixar is actually South America and they like took over all of it.
Oh yeah, they expanded across to the
Right.
North American continent.
And South American continent.
Yeah, they just were like, whew.
Yeah. So then on the other side of the world is like other things. But this
Right.
whole side is just Disney.
It's all Disney. Disney rules half the world.
Right.
And that sounds about right
I
media
have
wise.
Yeah, I have a feeling that our viewership is going to be like "Bah."
Yeah, this is not a good video.
But this is good. This shows how good of ideas we have in real life.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Let's finish it though. Gotta finish it. Okay. So, after the internal monologue in his
Yep.
thoughts, we go to his school, and from the outside it looks like a stereotypical school, but then it's actually just like a war zone inside. Not like a legit war zone, but like
It's like very divided, mice versus humans or whatever.
yeah.
And like a lot of
And like
hatred.
the other faction people they also hate mice, so it's just like
It's everybody versus the mice pretty much.
right, because of the great mouse,
Mouse
wars
Wars.
of 1937.
1937.
Right, even though World
Right.
War II was 1940. Yes.
Okay.
I think it might have started in 40. Maybe 39. I don't know, something like that.
We're gonna ignore that.
Don't do the swag face. What was the swag face for?
Oh, that was my concentration face, but okay.
That's the thumbnail.
Oh, of course it is.
Yay. Okay. This is horrible.
Okay.
This is the worst
god
movie we've
awful.
ever made. We've only
Oh,
made two of
absolutely.
these. We'll come up with better ideas next time. Hopefully.
Oh my god, yes.
Okay, last time was great.
That was great.
I would
It just
pay to
kept
watch
going
that
and going.
movie. I would pay to
too.
watch that movie.
But this is a hot
I
pile
would
of
pay to watch
garbage.
this movie too, but I wouldn't walk out of there happy.
Happy? No.
But it's a Disney movie, so
It's
like
Disney
if
movie.
they had Disney writers, it'd probably be better.
I mean, we're not Disney writers.
We're not Disney writers.
We're not Disney.
All right. So they introduce the characters, and we see some of their flaws, right? They like
Right.
have to introduce themselves and their flaw. So like one of them, obviously the pants. The other one is embarrassment. So he goes up there, and he
just
looks
passes
at
out, yeah.
he just passes out. Because he can't.
He just can't
even
take.
though
He
he's
can't
like
take it. Yeah.
massive and like could take everybody down, he just faints. There's another guy, and he has what is his? He's one of the trippers, one of the clumsy
yeah,
ones
you
that just
know,
falls.
They
for no
address it, and he's
reason.
like, "Yeah, I can't walk on the waterfront anymore.
It's gotten so bad.
Yeah, I can't take hikes in anywhere." Uh,
One lady steps up there and is like, I have massive hands. She just like pulls her hands up, and they're just humongous.
it's
the
like,
size
how
of
did we
heads.
not see that before? Like it has the camera frame, so you can't see her hands until she
Yeah,
says,
it's just like,
I have big hands.
oh, that's so dumb. Okay, you come up with another one.
And then, yeah, so there's this other woman. She has like a very, very bad cheese addiction.
Woman, they're in middle school. They're sixth graders.
Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting. There's
your
this other
fault.
girl. And she has this addiction to cheese, but it's not in the traditional sense. She's an addiction to making drawings out of Cheese Whiz.
What the frick, dude? Does Cheese Whiz like come out of her body somewhere?
It like she always just has this magically refilling canister of Cheese Whiz that's in the shape of like a weird pencil.
Yeah, and we also get like a thing where it's like once you turn 10, your fairy godmother visits you and asks for one wish. And what she got was the Cheese Whiz.
Cheese Whiz.
thing. I don't know. We have to put it in there somewhere. Or maybe
Yeah.
it's only the fortunate people.
Only the fortunate people. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
the
like a
lucky
rare.
ones.
You're one of the fairy. Um, no,
Liked.
fairy liked.
I don't know. Fairyborn.
That sounds like a Disney thing that they do. The
Fairy
fairy
like?
liked. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
You're one of
like,
the
it's a
fairy
very
like.
rare thing, but I was touched by a fairy and I became fairy liked. As a child, like as a baby, like there's a rare chance that like a, the fairy will go to your house and bless you. And then they come back when you're 10.
So they just show up like in the delivery room. It's like, I want this one. I'll see you in 10 years. I got a tracker on you. I know where you will live.
Oh no.
They just show up. It's just like, yeah, it's Tuesday. Walks in, it's just like, okay, there's delivery room A. Okay, E. Okay, let's delivery room B1.
No, you know when they like showed all that there are like scenes where they show a bunch of babies?
Oh, like the post, like just the big room full of babies.
Right, right. That's what
Like
she
the
does.
newly
She
born
goes
room.
into one of those invisible and like
She's just like,
picks one of them.
what if
And
she
it's
was like really
completely random.
judgmental about it?
Yeah. Oh, that's
She was
yeah.
like,
It's like
you're too pudgy. I know it's baby fat, but you're too pudgy.
what the frick?
She calls half of them pudgy because they're just like babies, and that's just how babies be. And then she just gives up and chooses one at random. And then she's like, I know where you're gonna be.
She's just like,
I'll see
eeny,
you
meeny,
in 10
miny,
years.
mo, catch a tiger by his toe. If she hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. All right, it's you.
I guess you're getting a gift in 10 years for whatever reason that we'll never explain.
Nope, we'll never explain it. That seems like a good place to end this.
It doesn't, but we will.
This freak show. Let's do a summary of the plot.
Okay. Opens on a
Guy-
PTA meeting.
Right.
Yeah.
They show some quirks to or some flaws to like, introduce that. They
Establish
go
that.
inner monologue. He talks about that thing. They introduce the school and his two flaws that he has apparently, I guess. Which is one is his pants and the other one is the full moon thing, which is so random.
Yeah, he was blessed, but no, he was. We're just
Nope.
not going to explain that. He just has two, and
He
we're not
just
going to cover
has
that.
two.
Yeah.
He's special.
And then, there's like that whole hate between the mice and everybody else.
Right.
They covered
And
that.
part of that is also we could also put in the fact that his parent is from
His
a
father,
different
yeah.
faction
Yeah, so there's a lot of
where he lives.
Yeah.
So there's like some tension there.
There's a
It's
brief
like-
history on the Great Mouse War to kind
Right.
of.
And also like some of the blessing history.
Yep,
and
yep,
the
yep.
Great Mouse War. And then there's the pairing and he gets put up with this embarrassed mouse.
Yeah, this
who's
big
like-
butch Mo Mouse,
Yeah, who's super embarrassed all the time. And
Oh,
then they, through a training montage, though they hate each other, they slowly learn to love each other. And
yep.
then by the end, he gets put in prison because of
Gets put
his
in prison.
impersonating his father. And then,
Mo
Mo
is
breaks him out.
It's not him. He
and
didn't do
proves-
it.
Or something like that. I don't know. And then, we haven't fully fleshed that part out. Then they they do the final thing, the final test, and Mo and together, or they work together until the end where it's an
And then,
individual
like,
thing.
Didn't they say
And-
John shoots him with like a cancer beam or something? It was weird. He's just miraculously gets
John,
stage 4
okay, what
cancer.
happens is when they reach the end and John wins, right?
Yeah.
They get to pick the way to go out. And he picks stage
He
4.
chose stage 4 cancer?
But it turns out he has a third flaw where every time he kisses somebody on the lips, they get cured of cancer.
That's not a flaw. That's like It's a huge benefit.
Okay, then what are you thinking? Why would he have cancer randomly?
No, it's Disney. So it's like, oh yeah, true love's kiss cures all, even cancer.
Right. And it turns out that they have true love.
Exactly. So, and then it does a time skip 30 years. They're married and they become the first co-presidents of the Pixar faction.
Of the entire Disney.
Of the entire Disney
The entire
faction.
Disney.
Yeah.
Not
The
faction,
empire.
dude. The entire.
It's an
yeah,
empire.
It's an empire. They don't call themselves that. They call them the United Disney Republic.
Republic.
But they're really an empire.
They're an empire. It's Disney. Yeah. They're an empire.
Yeah. Seems like a great place to end it. I would definitely watch this movie. Definitely.
Yeah, I guess.
I worry about our mental health sometimes. We're both very tired because it's 9:43 at night.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
That's why our brains aren't working. So we'll see you guys next week, and hopefully we'll have some content that's better than this. And maybe if you hit the like button on the YouTube side or the follow button and other buttons on the other side, maybe, just maybe, the format will switch next week, and maybe Zach and I will be together. Uh-oh, vaccine. Oh,
that's crazy.
No promises though, because
no promises. We're bad at promises.
We don't know. A, our schedules will line up, and B, if our parents are saying yes. So
it's a solid.
Maybe
we'll see you next time.
Yep, we'll definitely see you next time though. So, see ya.
Bye bye.